Hey, welcome back to Ontario Lakeside. I'm Andrew,
I'm Tammy.
and this is our off-grid RV project. It used to be a fire truck, and we're converting it into a luxury camper van, and we're going to take it across North America.
This week we're going to show you how we converted the roll-up door to a storage area and a half door so we can open it up and have a lot more convenience in storing things.
So stay tuned, and we'll show you how we got along. So in case you were wondering, yes, it is indeed a fire truck or former fire truck, and step one is to remove the lettering because it's illegal for us to have anything on this truck that would let people mistake it as being an emergency vehicle. So we took a little bit of time to peel these letters off, and some of them came off pretty well. We used a heat gun, and it took a little longer than we expected. If you go back a couple episodes, you'll see when I demoed the inside, there was an interior wall about halfway from front to back. And we're going to put that wall back in now before we get rid of the track that allows the back door to open, because it won't be able to go back in after that. We're going to use this as the back wall. It will provide some structure and stiffen up the box a bit, and it will allow us to attach what it will now be the back wall instead of the door. Taking out the track was just a simple matter of removing the hardware that holds it to the wall and then removing the spring. And the spring requires a bit of care because there's quite a bit of power, enough force to help assist lift that door. So when taking it out, I carefully released that tension and removed it. So I took out the lifting mechanism and the tracks for the garage door. Now this door will be a wall with a small door for access underneath the bed. We'll insulate it and it'll be good to go. This part's already insulated. Maneuvering and fitting this steel wall back into place at the back of the truck was a bit of a struggle. I mean, it's exactly the width and height from floor and from wall to wall, so maneuvering it was tricky. But we got it there, and I've modified it to allow us to mount the new interior wall to it, and as well as gain access to the cargo area under the bed. This area is going to be under the bed, and we want to be able to access it through a door. But we got rid of the roll-up door because it takes too much headroom, so we're going to try to make a lifting door that opens just halfway for access under the bed. I need to put a couple screws in to hold the door, because once we cut and remove the lower section to make the door that opens up, the top one's going to want to fall down. Cutting into these doors really committed us to our plan, but we forged ahead and cut the panels apart here. Each panel is connected to the next panel with kind of a ball and a joint so that they can roll, when they roll up, they can move independently of each other. So I spent some time carefully cutting these two apart, and then we were able to secure the top section and use the bottom section as a door.
Let me grab the other end. I know. I don't want it to. Oh, hold on. Let me see. I gotta get this one right here. I can get all of them, but this top one. Hold on. Okay.
Go that way.
Okay.
This will be the new garage door. It'll pivot up, allowing access underneath the bed and behind the shower for storage. And the old roll-up door will be the new lift-up door. This is some more of the steel that I salvaged from taking apart the interior of the van. It's a great money saver to reuse some of this material, and it keeps it at a landfill, so that's also good. I'm going to weld it in place here across the top opening of the door. This will give me somewhere to attach the hinges to, and it will also stiffen the whole construction up even more. The door panels themselves have an inch of insulation built in, but I'm using spray foam here to fill up the track between where the rollers are for the old roll-up part of the door and the body of the truck. This will help to solidify the whole structure and stop air drafts and make it more comfortable. And since we have the extra depth of the framing, the metal framing that we added, we filled that up with insulation as well. There was a lot of head scratching figuring out how to connect this door back to the truck, and I'm still not completely happy with it, but I think we're on the right track. So here I've taped the first panel of the door back onto the truck so that I can line up where the hinges are going to go. Then we're able to slide all the additional panels back together, and it should line back up. So I think we've got these hinges lined up. Now it's just a matter of cutting each plank to fit between these rails. We used all stainless steel hardware here because this is going to be visible on the outside of the truck, and it's going to be subject to weather, of course. Then it was a matter of figuring out which of the panels went next because we had not numbered them. But we did some trial and error and we figured out which one went next, and we slid them back into place. Every third panel had a metal reinforcement, and some of them needed a little trimming, which was no big deal. So of course, once we got everything back installed, I realized I had not left enough space for the trim that's going to go on this edge. the aluminum C-channel is going to strengthen the door and keep the panels perpendicular to each other. So I had to make room for it. So after much fitting and fussing, I was able to get enough space for the trim to go on, and I used construction adhesive to bond it to the door.
I think it just pushed its way out. It's gone. Have it on my fingers again. I'm gonna hold this so that this one doesn't move.
So there you have it. This is the converted door. It still uses the same latch and locking mechanism that the truck originally did, so it's nice and sturdy. We're going to get some gas straps to hold the door up, but for now I'm just using a pole I have. This will be access underneath the bed here. So there'll be a good amount of storage in here for possibly e-bikes or toys, you know, stand-up paddle boards, that sort of thing. And then there's going to be some room here for our plumbing and water pump. Overall, I think it's going to work out quite well. And it's a good, sturdy answer to what to do with an awkward overhead door. Hey, thanks for watching.
You took my line. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget to comment, share, and like, and tune in to see next week's episode on our RV build.
Thanks for watching.